With the name Long Beach, it's hard to imagine that anything could be less than stellar about this city, but California as a whole has a reputation for being on the decline. It's hard to ignore the mass exodus, and for anyone living in Austin, Nashville, or just about anywhere that's not California, you've probably been overrun with them. Long Beach is about 25 miles due south of Los Angeles and sits on the stunning Pacific coast. With 500,000 people, it's the second most populous city in Los Angeles County and the 7th most populous in the state. Dozens of movies and TV shows were filmed there, including Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, Joan of Arcadia, Speed, Last Action Hero, and La La Land, to name a few. Long Beach started out during the real estate boom of the 1880s as a resort and farming community, and its population exploded by 690% from 1900 to 1910. Its population has grown until 2020, when for the first time it started losing population. Since 2020, the city has lost nearly 10,000 people. Many blame the pandemic, rising crime, cost of living, and politics as their main reason for leaving. So what happened to this once thriving beachfront city that was glamorous enough for Hollywood? In this list, we'll look at the top 8 reasons why Long Beach is on the decline and answer the question, what happened to Long Beach? Number 8 is the crime. Its crime rate is higher than both the state and national average. When you consider how expensive it is to live on California's coast, the least you can expect is to have a lower crime rate. Long Beach is only safer than 9% of U.S. cities comparable in size. From a spree of mailbox burglaries to carjacking to murder, Long Beach is high across all aspects of crime. Both its violent crime rate and property crime rate are higher than the national and state average. After a series of disturbing crimes, including a sexual assault that happened in the middle of the day, residents have either left or dedicated themselves to taking back their city and restoring it to its former glory. Residents report having to carry around pepper spray just to maintain a feeling of safety. The mayor has advocated more mental health services and police presence, but California is notoriously soft on crime, and its residents have had enough. Number 7 is the city's status as a sanctuary city. A 2022 report from USC notes that 3.6 million residents in Los Angeles County are immigrants. That is the size of 6.5 Long Beaches. While the sanctuary status may initially be a symbol of the city's willingness to welcome immigrants, the unintended consequences have been part of California's problem when it comes to being too soft on crime. Most residents of Long Beach want undocumented migrants to feel safe to call law enforcement if they witness a crime or go to an emergency room if their child needs care. Many undocumented migrants won't do this in other cities for fear of being deported. And that's all well and good, but undocumented victims of crime shouldn't be deterred from making a police report. The problem is that even when these undocumented migrants commit violent crimes, the sanctuary city still will not aid federal agents in getting them deported. Long Beach also made headlines in 2023 for allowing undocumented migrants to serve on city commissions. The city circumvented federal laws that said you cannot hire illegal immigrants, so the city simply declared some positions as volunteer. This divisive move had many residents angry about why people who broke the law to get here should be able to influence city policy. Number 6 is the cost of housing. California is expensive, and Long Beach is no exception. The average Long Beach home value is $825,502, up 6.7% over the past year. That is more than twice the median cost for a home nationwide, which is only $387,600. There are only a few homes for sale in that price range in Long Beach. For example, listed at $385,000 in Long Beach is a 575 square foot condo. To put that into perspective, 575 square feet is smaller than most mobile homes. Another home listed for sale in Long Beach is a $380,000 studio condo. And how big is this studio condo? It's a mere 364 square feet. It's basically one room, a bathroom, and a galley kitchen. That's steep considering that even growing cities like Nashville, that went through a real estate boom, can still offer you a 2-story, single-family home at about 1,500 square feet for that same price. Housing in Long Beach is a staggering 140% higher than the national average. Number 5 is the cost of living, which goes hand in hand with the housing cost. A cheap gallon of gas in Long Beach will run you $4.49, whereas many other stations run as high as $5.39 per gallon. This is significantly higher than the national average cost, and it's not just gas that will break the bank. Long Beach is more expensive in every metric. The overall cost of living is 51% higher than the national average. Utilities, groceries, and transportation also come in higher than the national average. It's no wonder that so many people in Long Beach are looking to places like Florida, where you can enjoy a similar climate and live in an oceanfront town without the exorbitant price tag. Number 4 is the taxes. Though Long Beach is a staunchly liberal city, with the voting records to prove it, many wealthier residents and business owners no longer see Long Beach as a welcoming place. The state's extremely progressive tax rates are scaring away wealthy Californians who have a more conservative view on taxes. And it's not just the wealthy that are feeling the burden. Sales tax is 10.25%, which is double the national average. That sales tax total combines the state tax, as well as Los Angeles County tax, as well as the City of Long Beach tax. This discourages local businesses and encourages residents to shop elsewhere. All they have to do is drive to neighboring Huntington Beach, and sales tax is only 7.25%. Number 3 is gang violence. Long Beach has a gang problem. It's hard to isolate where each gang member comes from, with Compton being notorious for gang violence and Google offering an actual map of the gangs of Los Angeles County. Long Beach finds itself in the crossfire. Governor Ron DeSantis of Florida famously embarrassed California Governor Gavin Newsom in a debate by holding up a map of the feces in San Francisco. While San Francisco may blush at its problem with human waste and open defecation, Long Beach outdoes its northern neighbor with gang maps. The Crips and the Bloods rule the streets of Long Beach. In October of 2023, a Long Beach Halloween party turned into a bloodbath when gang members shot up the party, killing and injuring a dozen people. The gang members suspected that their rival gang members were in attendance at the party, but that turned out to be false. Another group was shot up in a Denny's parking lot. This is a far cry from Long Beach's glory days. Number 2 is the loss of business, particularly the airlines. There's been a steady stream of businesses leaving California, with U-Haul likely benefiting the most from this exodus. Long Beach is no exception. Many businesses have either closed or left. The most notable businesses to bid farewell are 2 major airlines. In October of 2020, JetBlue Airlines pulled out of Long Beach Airport, and in late 2023, American Airlines also pulled out. With the loss of 2 major airlines, more people are apt to land in LAX or Burbank. This goes for connecting flights too. Many people blame the pandemic, which makes sense given California's extreme lockdown policies. Other businesses to pull out of Long Beach included one of the city's oldest breweries, Beechwood Brewing. The Prospector, another 60-year-old restaurant, also closed its doors. The city is becoming a business desert in a once booming and thriving economy. And number 1 is the homeless crisis. There's no denying that homelessness has increased nationwide, but it seems particularly bad in Los Angeles County. This seems to be a chronic problem and is hitting Long Beach particularly hard. Its climate is ideal for those experiencing homelessness due to the lack of harsh winters that one would experience in New York or Chicago. There are approximately 3,500 people experiencing homelessness in Long Beach, and it's on the rise. Around 53% of the Long Beach homeless population is experiencing homelessness for the first time as of 2023. The city only has 1,300 shelter beds at the moment, which means almost 1 in 3 homeless have no opportunity for even a temporary shelter bed. Homeless encampments, litter, drugs, mental health issues, and crime are all intertwined with the complex problem. In March of 2024, a woman was sexually assaulted while in a chiropractic appointment. She was assaulted by a homeless man who was restrained by other people in the office. This type of crime would have been unthinkable in Long Beach not that long ago. While the city is still a beautiful place with a lot to offer, there's no denying that the city took a turn for the worse. Do you live in Long Beach? Tell us what your city's doing to combat these issues.